Hi everybody, thank you so much for clicking and for watching this video. And tonight I'm in a very somber mood, a really somber mood, because last night I feel like the nation really came together and England's women's team won 1-0. See my reaction video to that. Plus, if you want to watch the build-up, you don't really need to. And, it wasn't a great game, but they won. And there was a feeling of like, yeah, we're on the up, and there's like camaraderie, and we can put all this stuff together, and maybe, just maybe, it's all in my mind. Maybe it's just a moment that we're going through, and then, we're going to come through it. And then today, I get the news when I'm at work, it comes through, my phone pings, my manager tells me to turn my phone off. So I have to wait until my lunch. And then I go on my lunch and people are talking. I hear people talking about he's resigned. I'm thinking, well, maybe people are talking about a soccer manager. Maybe people are talking about something else. But no, it turns out it's Bojo. It's Boris Johnson. And I've said before, like, I'm not political at all. But I've really found it hard and I've really found it difficult the way that people have sort of built this man up. You think back to like the Olympics and you think about all the images of him and people just, they loved him. And, I didn't agree with calling him a buffoon, but that's what they saw him as. And people really got behind this guy. And I think it's a perfect example of people in the UK building someone up. Look at Beckham. He was popular. We got to knock him down. Comedians, we want to see them on the way up and then we love to see them fall. It's a really, really British thing, and I'm really, really saddened by the attitude and the hostility of some of the people that have sort of got on his back. It's not an easy job being the Prime Minister. Has he made mistakes? Yes, we've all made mistakes. But did he guide us through a difficult moment in history? Don't need to be political to know that he did, and we're all better for it. We're all here. And people talk about governments. Well, who voted them in? Because it was Boris Johnson hasn't been here for X amount of years. And I think it's really hard that you're just hammering this guy because of personal, situations. He had an affair. It's not a very nice thing to do, but he did it. Do I agree with it? No. So tonight, I'm just drinking a toast to the PM, who's now a caretaker PM. And I just feel like really sad because, where do we go from here? And, for me, someone who I don't really believe in getting involved in politics, but it's really, really hit me hard the way that seeing on social media the negativity, and I just really feel like this takes away from all that positivity that we had last night. Like, we should be focusing on footers, soccer, whatever you want to call it, on the women's game. But we're not. We're focusing on Boris Johnson, and now he's gone. And who else is going to come in? Maybe people need to look at themselves and the things that they do. Maybe they need to look at their own attitudes and their own actions and stop just blaming the Prime Minister. He's just one man. It's a difficult job being the Prime Minister. But, people seem to be experts on the job. People seem to be experts on Boris Johnson. Oh, what's going on here? Right. Just going to alter my light. Oh, that's better. So yeah, I just feel there's this sort of apathy, and when people are at work and they're so negative, and I just feel like, get out there and do something about it, and stop blaming one man. And I'm gonna toasting Boris tonight, really hard. I've lost work in the past, and it's not an easy job. It's not nice to lose your job, your work. But he's gone now, And maybe we need to think about the way we treat people. Maybe we need to think about the way that we behave towards one another, because that's something I've really not enjoyed. Seeing the horrible things that people have posted about Boris Johnson. Seeing the horrible, nasty things that people are posting, and I just can't handle it. I don't like it. And that's why I support Boris Johnson, not as a politician, but as a human being. If there's one thing we have to be, it's united. And I don't feel like this country is united. I feel like it's a negative place. It's bleak, horrible place. And maybe people do need to look at why that is. Because Boris Johnson isn't littering in the street. And Boris Johnson isn't leaving the mess after his dogs in the street. And Boris Johnson isn't fly tipping at the end of my road. So yeah, maybe people need to look at themselves. Maybe people need to take a long, hard look at themselves. Look at yourself. Look at what you're doing. And stop telling Boris Johnson that he's responsible for all of your problems. Because he's not. Take responsibility. Look after yourself. Be an open book. So, negative tonight. Don't want to have my neg vibes on. Fortunately, that's really good. Unfortunately, that's where we are. But if you haven't done so already, why not subscribe and leave a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. And sorry this wasn't more of a positive video, but I'll see you all soon. I love you.